Hello. Well, I'm still messing with this DD40 or DD35, whatever it is, depending on who you ask. Dual motors, five pole skew wound. DCC sound. I've made some modifications since the last test run, which I did not record. Last one I recorded was decals and whatnot. So I had I'll turn it on, but it's not very loud. I had to put a smaller speaker in there. As close as the motors were, as far as running, one would start spinning a little too soon or a little too late, depending on how you look at it, and was aggravating the DCC decoder, seeing that both of them are running off the same motor. I mean, the same motor is, both motors are running off the same decoder. So I was fiddling with it. I swapped motors, and I just could not get both of them to start at a very low speed at the same time. So what I did was I took the good speaker that I had in there out, which sounded phenomenal, and had to put a small crappy speaker in there for now until I figure out what to do. And I made a drive shaft going from one motor to another, so when one starts spinning, it helps the other one. That was the only thing I could do to make it run better. It is a cheap decoder. I will put a Soundtracks Tsunami in there, so I just use these cheap ones to some of the other cheap trains, and when I build them, I'll put a cheap decoder in it, and once I figure out how it's going to run, then I'll decide if I want to spend $110 for a better decoder. So anyway, first video I did, I had burnt out the two lights in the front, two red lights that you see flashing. I accidentally forgot to put a resistor on it when I was testing it in front of the camera. I was able to program the decoder. It's an XL decoder. You get them off of eBay. Same company that makes MRC. I was able to figure out how to program the CVs so I can actually just toggle through it like that. As you can see them. I'll get it a little bit forward. I put lit number boards in it. That's the slow speed. It's much better with the drive shaft going from one motor to another than what it was before. It was really struggling. I swapped motors out. The motors that I'm using are 5-pole. They look very similar to this, but they're dual shaft. And they're 5-pole motors, and they're 24 volts. So those are the decals that I did. That's about as slow as you can get it. It will go a little bit slower. See how it plugs. If I mess with the CVs, I could probably get it to go better. It's not too bad considering it's an old Athearn. The drivetrain is a little bit loud. I took the drive shafts out and made my own. The factory ones are just too noisy, especially in the corners. If you look in there, you will see. You'll see on the motor right there. That's one of the drive shafts. That's one of the motors. Right below that is a small speaker. So what that is is a piece of steel with a rubber hose on either end connecting one motor to the other. That way both motors will start spinning at the same time to get it to run more consistent. The speaker that's in there, I mean, it's not bad, but compared to the speaker that I had in there, which if you followed the first video, you would have saw it. It sounded 10 times better, or 100 times better. So I will get another speaker that will fit in there. The problem is the speaker that I had in there was right here, was the size, the woofer on it was the size of a quarter almost. This is a rectangular speaker. It's long and thin, and it's in a little baffle box, and it's 8 ohm, which these decoders are designed to run on 8 ohm speakers, but they sound horrible. If you put a 4 ohm speaker on there, you get twice the amount of power, and you won't damage the decoder. I've been running one for months with the 4 ohm speaker in it, and it never damaged the decoder. So I know the impedance is low, but get twice the amount of power, twice the amount of sound out of it. So anyway, we'll take this thing for a ride. Still waiting for some handrails for it. The slow speed is really good. It could be better. I'm sure it'll be better if I change the decoder. We got reverse lights. This shell did not come with the lenses in it, so I made those. Those are made out of clear shrink wrap. Same with the bottom headlights. And the same thing with the, I'm just so tired I can't even remember the name of these lights, but it's same thing there with the red LED behind it. Those are the decals that I made it work, and I put it on there. I added a little red light on either side. I don't know if it's supposed to be there, but I did see one version, somebody online that had one, so I liked it, so that's what I did. It tugs a little bit at really, really low speed. I haven't really messed with the CVs too much. Other than the volume and a couple of the momentum I changed. So these Athearns, you can hear the gears whirring when it goes through the corners, and it's not bad. I don't know. Someone can comment. Did you hear it? Mind you, this thing's got. It does not have plastic drive shafts anymore, so that was making a ton. They were making a ton of noise. So I got rid of them. I made my own, and I got rid of some of the noise. But it only makes the noise when it's going through the corners. And I noticed that the wheels have a lot of slap from left to right, and I'm assuming that's so they can make sharper turns. I don't know. I like I really don't do a lot of work on diesels, so especially Athearn, so I'm kind of new at this. That's about as slow as you can get. It's carving a little bit though. I can probably, let's switch to the other, let's switch to the Digitrax unit. And we'll see what we got here. Alright, we're going to program CV124, which is for the back EMF. Excuse me. We're going to shut that off for a minute. And then we're going to see what it does. Yeah, it won't automatically put a little bit of we'll put a little sensitivity in it and see what it does. I really think that's about as good as it's going to get. As far as, I sort of kind of had the same issue that I had with running two motors with my RF15. At low speeds, kind of chugged a little bit. I put a better decoder in it. It cleared that problem up, so I just don't know if I want to spend $110 right now on this Decoder. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I sort of kind of better the other way. It's not too bad. Like I said, it's a $40 Decoder, considering. I'll go back to the other power supply here. I think that's about as good as it's going to get. Anyway, that's the update. I hope it wasn't too boring for you. If anybody's got any suggestions, I'd be happy to hear them. I really believe that once I put the, if I decide to get a better decoder, I think it'll fix the issues with how well it runs at a low speed. I honestly believe that, but only time will tell. We'll see if that's what I want to do. I do, I thought that adding a drive shaft from one motor to another was going to make a bigger difference. It definitely helped, no doubt. But I'm really compromising. Yeah, it's about as good as it gets right there. It's not too bad. I mean, it's not going to win any contests. But anyway, we'll see. We'll see what we do. And until next time, please leave a comment. Let me know if you have any suggestions, if you think it sucks. Be honest. Have a great night. Thank you.